Today we are going to learn how to construct a square with a hole. So basically, I'll just tell you the steps of this construction. First we draw the base line segment. Then we draw two perpendicular lines. Okay. And then we are going to take a certain measurement on our compass. Then we are going to cut these lines from here by keeping the pointer over here. Then we join these lines. Okay, now this is a square, so all the sides are equal and these both are perpendicular. Now mark these both points, join them, mark these both points, join them. Now these both diagonals are meeting at one point, and that point of intersection you have to keep the pointer of your compass, and it should be a certain length that you have to decide. And then if it is given in the question, then you have to draw like that measurements, but now we'll assume any measurements. Okay, so then you just first mark over here and then you start drawing the circle, and this point you will mark and this you will mark as the radius. So now let's start the construction. So I'm going to make a square of side 6 centimeter. First let's draw the base segment. When you draw when you are constructing anything, make sure that your pencil is sharpened and you start a little bit in the center, because your construction should not go beyond this margin and the lines should be very fine lines, and the points which you make, it should not be very big, it should be a fine point. It is just for denoting a small point. Okay, so I'm taking 6 centimeter. I'll just measure 90 degree. Over here also. And then I'll draw two perpendicular lines. Now the base is of 6 centimeter, so I have to measure 6 centimeter on the compass as well, because we are constructing a square. Okay, make sure कि you do all this measurement with the compass on some rough page or where your construction is not there. Okay. I'll just check whether this is 6 centimeter. Yes. So draw an arc. Draw an arc. Join both the points. So our square is ready. Now join this point and this point. Same over here. Now mark the center properly, a small point, and then take any radius. I would take something around maybe 2.5. Yes, 2.5. Now keep the pointer on the center. If possible, try to make the circle in one go. Don't keep on making circles on it. Now this is done. Now we will name. So this is A, B, C and D. The center is E. This point is F. This is the radius. And this is the center. If you want to write, you can write. So this is how we construct a square with a hole. If the measurements are given, if it is mentioned, construct a square of side 5 centimeter with a hole of radius 2.5 centimeter, then you have to mention this is 5 centimeter and this is how much, 2.5.